The kitchen was silent, except for the faint crackle of the oil pan. Ji-ah, the young South Korean girl with soft porcelain skin, long black silky hair, and large round eyes shimmering with both fear and innocence, pressed her back against the cold sacks of rice. She held her breath, praying that Mrs. Park Sumi, the strict middle-aged woman with sharp cheekbones, neatly tied bun, piercing narrow eyes, and a voice that carried authority, would not notice her trembling shadow. But fate had other plans. Mrs. Park's footsteps grew closer, her eyes narrowing as she scanned the room. "Who's there?" she demanded, her voice slicing through the silence. Ji-ah's fingers dug into the fabric of her apron, her pulse racing. Just when Mrs. Park was about to pull the sacks aside, a sudden clatter came from the far side of the kitchen. A pan had fallen to the floor. Startled, Mrs. Park rushed toward the noise, giving Ji-ah a moment to slip away into the back corridor. Her chest heaved as she ran, her bare feet barely making a sound against the wooden floor. She darted into the narrow alley behind the kitchen, only to find herself face to face with Min-jun, the tall, broad-shouldered young man with tousled black hair, warm brown eyes that always held a hint of sadness, and strong calloused hands from years of labor. "Ji-ah, what are you doing here?" he whispered, his voice a mixture of surprise and concern. His gaze fell on her trembling hands and tearful eyes, and his heart ached. Before she could speak, the heavy footsteps of Mrs. Park echoed behind them. Min-jun quickly grabbed Ji-ah's wrist and pulled her into the shadows of the narrow passage. Their bodies pressed close, Ji-ah could feel the warmth of his heartbeat against her cheek. "Stay quiet," he whispered, his breath brushing her ear. For a brief moment, the world seemed to stop. The danger, the fear, and the secret they shared bound them together in silence. Mrs. Park's shadow loomed at the alley's entrance. She scanned the darkness but saw nothing. With a frustrated sigh, she turned back into the kitchen, muttering to herself. Only then did Ji-ah realize how close she was to Min-jun. Their eyes met, her wide and uncertain, his steady and protective. Something unspoken passed between them in that moment, a fragile thread of trust woven in the dark. Episode 3 closed with Min-jun's hand still holding hers tightly, as if promising that no matter what secrets the kitchen held, she would never face them alone. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Akamovies for more interesting Korean romantic love seasonal movies.